So Friday the 13th and the 13th year of Bonnaroo. Do you have any sort of superstitions or rituals that you do before you perform, before you go on stage?
We just do our thing.
You're too cool. You don't need one.
I don't know. I think when you get into a flow with the guys in the band, we have a chemistry. So it's like family. We go up there and it's like speaking through your instrument.
Very cool. I like the way you're thinking about things. So how have the cities of New Orleans as well as New York City influenced you?
New Orleans is a very communal city. Everybody's actually close-knit. Families are close-knit. And there's a very unique blend. It's kind of like you never see this mixture of cultures and music anywhere else in the world. But then you have New York that's a mix, but it's a global mix. It's the gateway to the rest of the world. So I think being in two cities that are so polyethnic, if you will, it's kind of it's influenced my music to make it open. It's like when you're playing for those audiences, you have to figure out a way to have music that's global. So I love it.
Those are two very different cities, too, so I would imagine it would be quite different. Tell new listeners some of the different ways that you're involved in music, because you're not just a musician. You are a musician.
I like to do different things in music that are involving the community, but also young people, every generation, older people. I mean, when we tour, we go into juvenile detention centers, community centers. We go into schools in every city. We teach and do master classes, or we have students come and perform with us. I'm also the artistic director of the National Jazz Museum. I do Music Unites charity as an artistic ambassador, and different things within the realm of raising money for different charities that I believe in, not related to music. And that's the thing. One of the main things about Stay Human is it's more about bringing people together than it's about the music. Even it's not really just about what we're playing. It's about that and what it does in the community.
And we really like that because our website merges music with the charities and social causes that musicians support. So I definitely feel what you're saying. So it's really great that you're able to bridge those two ideas together and really be a part of the community. That's great.
Yes. Music, it comes from people, and I think when you forget about the people and think about it as something that's on this pedestal, that the music, then you lose that connection. And I think one of the main points of music is for people to have a way to communicate something that you can't communicate with words. So what is it that you're trying to say with that, you know?
It's more important than just being the rock star. It's being the person who uses that pedestal idea for a good purpose. Absolutely. So tell me about your album, Social Music.
Wow. So Social Music is the first iteration of a concept that this band has started to develop. Social music is the idea of music that's made for people to share, dance to, cry, anything that brings people together from different backgrounds, and making an artistic statement that I think is very indicative of this generation. People listen to music on their iPod or on the internet with things more accessible than they've ever been, cultures more merged together than ever. The music reflects that. We listen to it in a genreless way. It's like you might listen to Jack White one day, and then the next track you start listening to like James Brown, and then you move to Bach, and you know, it's not like you're listening to an album anymore. And I think Social Music, the album Social Music, reflects our first attempt at bridging the gap between all of these different things that we like in the band. We're all from different backgrounds. I mean, the tuba player was a classical musician, and drummer comes from gospel church. Our other drummer is a bona fide jazz musician. Eddie, the saxophonist, plays penny whistle, Irish tin whistle, country western saxophone, and he loves that style of music and brings that into the band. And I'm from New Orleans, so it's like it's natural for us to gravitate towards that.
Good use of your talents. And so how did Stay Human sort of come together?
Stay Human was the mantra and the philosophy that we all share of a live music experience can change your life. Genuine human exchange through live music is one of the most powerful ways of communicating. And I believe that we're all human. We've been created to create. If you're in business, finance, arts and crafts, or painting, or whatever you do, we create things and we put it out into the world, and that makes the world better, and it also inspires other people to tap into that thing that we all have that makes us unique. And the band came together because we all share that mindset. You know, I heard them. Most of them I actually didn't hear before I hired them. I just saw them in the way that they were as people. And then once I got them in the band, they all just happened to be virtuosos. So it's like, oh, cool, great. I mean,
how did you luck out?
Yeah.
So what are some benefits of playing a big festival like this in Bonnaroo?
I get to catch up with a lot of my artist friends that I don't get to see a lot of the time. I mean, we've been on the road since October, and we're going to Europe next month for a month, and then after that we continue until August, really, the middle of August. So that's a long time that you're traveling, and you don't really see anybody but your audiences. So it's at festivals there are so many artists that you get to catch up with old friends. We were in Napa Valley was the last festival we did, and that was the first one of the summer that we've been playing. So it's going to be good to see everybody.
Wow, I don't know how you keep your stamina going festival after festival. You must be a really tough guy.
Yeah, you just gotta feel it. The energy carries you, and the love from the people it's remarkable. It makes you forget that you're tired.
It must be a pretty powerful then, because not a lot will help me when I feel tired other than rest. So that must be a pretty powerful thing. Speaking of the audience, how do you use social media to reach fans?
Well, social media is another form of communication, and it's very indicative of our era. So when we did Love Riots, these are when we go out and perform in anywhere you can imagine. From ski slopes we performed on, the subways to like the beach in the ocean. Like, we'll take our instruments and we've literally performed almost everywhere. And we call them Love Rides because people come together and it's like a kinetic energy that it's crazy, but people are coming together from different backgrounds and they probably would never be together if it weren't for that live music experience. So it's a love riot. And that idea is really about, taking what social media is, and we use social media to get people to our love riots. But a love riot is the physical manifestation of what we do through social media. So we'll set one up, we'll let people know a location, we won't tell them anything else other than that, and then when they show up, they've come to know, okay, this is what it's going to be, something like wow. Like, we've marched through the Lower East Side with 300 people before, cops on horseback. This is in New York. I had to come and just break it up. So many amazing experiences in London, in the square in Florence, Italy. And we just let people know through social media. And we also just give people a chance to follow us on the journey. We've been touring so much, so it's a wonderful way of communicating.
It's a really creative use of it too, to just say like, here's an address, show up.
Yeah.
Instead of a lot of the clutter that sort of happens on social media now. So that's a really great way.
If you use it as a means of bringing people together and not just putting information out there, but communicating. It's always about an exchange. People know even if they don't tweet us back or send a picture back, we're communicating something for them to respond to, either by being there, being a part of the experience, or respond to in the sense of taking it and sharing it because it has this good energy to it that, oh man, this made my day. I want to give that to somebody else. So that's really what it's all about for us.
Very nice. Summer just gives that to me too. I just want I want to have a good time. So what's one song that you can think of, either of your own or someone else's, that is like a song that I can add to my soundtrack of summer?
Wow.
Because I'm not going to lie, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, Summertime, that right away takes me back to like my 9-year-old, 10-year-old self.
That song to me is that's never gonna be off of my playlist for summertime. I think that song is what I would say. I mean, you kind of.
I kind of know all the words too. It's just like that is what summer is.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna white girl rap it. I won't do it. Not right now. No.
Why not?
No, don't put me on. Don't do it. Can't put me on the spot. No.
I know it.
Tons of radio listeners do not need to hear my voice. You are the professional. That is why. I'll be your backup singer sometime.
Oh, get it all. Summertime. Summertime. Ooh.
That was good. Time to sit back and unwind. Or sit down and unwind. That is a great song. See, you can't go wrong with that.
That song, seriously. I remember that song from way back. School is out and I ain't been on the court yet. Hustle to the mall to get me a short set. Yeah, I got on sneaks, but I need a new pair. Cause basketball courts in the summer got girls there. Woo! He was so cool with it. Temperature's about 88. Hop in the water club, just full-time sake. Break to the crib. Change your clothes once more, cause you invited to a barbecue that starts at 4. He did that in the video. He did it. Yeah! Leaning to the side as you reminisce about the days growing up and the first person you kissed. Woo! And as I think back, makes me wonder how the smell from a grill could spark up nostalgia. All the kids playing out front, little boys messing around and the girls playing double dutch. While the DJ's spinning the tune as the old folks dance at the family reunion.
He does know the words.
I know that sucker, man. You said that I told you that would be the one I picked, but you said it. That's like so quintessential for me. As growing up as a kid, I would hear that.
We must both be old then. Shh, don't tell me.
Yeah, I'm old. No.
I'm about to get old.
Where you from?
I'm from New Jersey originally, so pretty close to Philly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I grew up that was a video that they actually played on MTV when they still played music videos.
Yeah,
that's why I know
I'm from the generation before the internet. I was there.
She stops to look to see who you beeping at.
Woo! Summer's a natural aphrodisiac, and with the pen and pad, I composed this rhyme to hip you and to get you equipped for the summertime. Woo! Candace, no, that's my favorite rapper.
She's like, I'm not singing.
It's Will Smith.
Back when he was rapping.
Yeah.
Back when he was normal.
Will Smith, man. Will is like, man.
And Jada wasn't so crazy either.
Oh, that was another time, man.
That was like. That's how you know we were old. They were normal.
I know.
Back then. Shit. All right, so getting back to it, what's up next for you after Bonnaroo?
Wow, so much stuff. The next tour date, we're going to Beirut, believe it or not. We're going to Beirut in how many days? We're going 4 days. We're going to Beirut. Before that, we play at the Playboy Jazz Fest. It's a completely different scene at the Hollywood Bowl. Sunday, it's going to be awesome. After that, then I'm going to Aspen Ideas Festival with the great Walter Isaacson, doing an interview there and performing. Play Summer Stage in New York and Central Park. And we go to Europe from July 1st until the end of the month, playing all over Europe. But before that, some kind of way we fit Montreal Jazz Fest in there, in Canada. And there's some other stuff that I'm leaving out, but I told you, we've been touring since October, and it's literally been non-stop. Boom, 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 boom.
It's not a bad problem to have.
Hey, I would rather that than the other way around.
Exactly.
Oh, see, look at this thing. I I got this new horn.
What?
I got this horn for the tour. It's one of these